Hey y'all. So today I wanted to talk to you guys all about what I have learned my first 6 months in business. I created my new company back in March. So it technically has been 6 months. I quit my job at the end of June. So I've been doing it full time now for 3 months. And there have been a lot of things that I have learned along the way. So I just want to dive right in, and hopefully this is helpful for anyone that is either thinking about starting a business or already has and still wants to learn about a couple of different things. I've got some really fun tips and tricks. So next big lesson, this is a recent one. So, and you hear a lot about this, but it's all about going with your gut when it comes to hiring people. So, with what I'm doing, I hire people and we work together on different accounts and different clients. And I had hired someone that on paper looked really good, interviewed really well, very articulate, quick to respond. But there was just something that was off and I couldn't put my finger on it. Long story short, it did not work out. Everything that was taught and trained and just different things went wrong, and I do not want to go into the detail. My biggest point is that if you have a gut feeling about someone that you're interviewing to work for you, to represent your brand, to represent your business, and you have the slightest hesitation, just go with your instinct and go with your gut. And you know what? Sometimes you might be wrong about that, but that's okay. The whole purpose is, especially us women, we like to second guess ourselves. So if you have a gut feeling that something's not right with someone, whether you're hiring them or even potentially taking on a client, go with that instinct. Just go with what it's telling you and just move on. The next thing I learned was, and I've always been a big believer in this, but outsource the things that you know that you're not great at and focus on the parts that you are good at. So for example, I am not great with accounting. I don't care about it. I don't want to have to deal with it. So I use a company called Bench, and they manage all of my numbers. They manage my bank account, my credit cards. They deliver P&L statements. They deliver income statements. They have everything in there. At the end of the year, I'm going to hand my CPA my nice little package, and they're going to have it all done for me. So love using them. And then same thing with payment processing. I use Square. Square and Bench speak to each other, so it's so amazing. I can log on to either one of those at any time and see exactly what the numbers are for my business, what profit we're making, where we need to make cuts. So definitely believe in putting systems in place and putting either people or products to automate and do that for you, because if I were to spend 5 or 10 hours a month on accounting, I would not be efficient with my time. I would not be making use of my time. If you're the business owner, you are the highest paid person in a company typically. I mean, I'm a startup, and any startup, that's kind of not the case because technically we're not really being paid. I haven't paid myself yet to this date, so I'm living off my savings, but eventually one day I will be paid. So anyways, if I am spending my time and spending my money on my talent, it's not going to be spending hours and hours and hours in the books. So that kind of leads to my next point a little bit, organization and having systems for efficiency and task management. Depending on the business that you're in, I am a client services business. So I use Monday.com. There's a lot of different platforms out there. I know Asana is another really big one. But basically, instead of me showing up every day and being overwhelmed and saying, I've got all these clients and I've got all these things I have to do, I don't know how to prioritize, I have Monday.com, and it has boards and tasks and reminders. So I always know what needs to get done, and I've got deadlines, so it keeps me super organized and helps me stay efficient and also get everything done that I'm supposed to get done. On the sales side, my background was in sales, and luckily, there's a lot of talk about millennials and job hopping and blah, 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 blah. I get it. It can be a bad look if you're constantly job hopping, but I will say, at every job I've had, I have made some very key relationships. So over the past 5 years and 4 jobs that I had, I have developed relationships along the way that have helped me now with my business. So prior jobs, also being on a board or being part of a council or an organization is absolutely going to help you with your sales and with your new clients. So all of my leads, all of my clients have come from my contacts, my relationships, and just people introducing me to other people who need my services. So work those relationships. It is absolutely, especially in a service-based business, it is going to be key for sales and getting new clients. And that actually leads into my last point. I'm going to move it up. I really think it's important to surround yourself with like-minded people, because again, it's isolating. And so find other business owners that have been in the business for a while, get mentors, go out and network, go to networking happy hours, go to networking events, talk to people on Instagram, direct message people. I'm pretty shy when it comes to making new friends. I know it seems like because I'm on social media, I'm super outgoing. I'm actually not. I'm the opposite. I'm super socially awkward. And I like to pretend like I'm not, and it comes through, especially in person. But for example, one of the people that I've just loved is the owner or founder of Dallas Girl Gang, Amanda Smith. Me and her connect on so many levels. That's one example. There are several. I don't want to go through a whole list of people, but anyways, find some people. Find your tribe. That's such an overused term at this point, but anyways, find people who get it and who you can talk to, because again, family and friends, they're not going to get it unless you happen to have business owner family members and business owner friends. That's freaking awesome. So good for you. The next lesson that I learned was to hire interns. So I have a marketing intern and she does all of our social media. She's awesome. You can hire interns for all kinds of things. So I strongly suggest finding little things that you know you could pass off, you know you could train someone in a sufficient amount of time to take it on, and give that opportunity to someone to really shine and help grow their confidence and grow their career. We all have been given opportunities. My very first internship was a non-paid internship at an advertising agency. And I had worked in restaurants, and I had done nannying, I had done all kinds of just, hourly wage jobs. So my confidence working in an office wasn't that strong. So think of it as you're really creating an opportunity for someone to get their feet wet and get involved. I used Indeed, and I also use some Facebook groups that I'm in. You can also go to local colleges, which is definitely something I'm going to start looking into in the future. So interns are great. The last lesson I learned, when I first was getting started, I was really trying to make sure my overhead was as low as possible. So because one of the things that I feel is important in my business is having HIPAA training for all of our employees, including myself. And I invested in a business that was really meant for a doctor's office, not a vendor that sells to doctor's offices. So what I ended up doing was I probably wasted about $1,500 on a vendor and it wasn't, I blame myself in a lot of ways, because I felt like it was necessary for me to invest in this product and it wasn't. So my point is, before you invest in things that are going to add to your overhead each month, make sure that you know 150% that this product, this vendor, whatever it is that you're buying, and it's a monthly recurring fee, is something that you absolutely have to have. So anyways, that's my 6 months in. I feel like there's so many more, but those are the things that came to my head. So I am going to go back to work now, and I hope that was helpful. And again, if any of you guys are business owners, you're new, you're thinking about it, or you've been in it and you just want to build community, reach out to me. This is the Candid Millennial. I'm a millennial. I'm candid with y'all about everything. I talk about business, life, fashion, travel, whatever. I'm here for you. So please comment below with any questions, or even just share your experiences. And I really hope that this was helpful for you. Please please share, please make sure you're following me. I'm not good at promoting myself and telling you what to do. I feel like everyone knows, you follow people so you can stay in the loop. So follow me. Also, I have a blog, so please go subscribe. subscribe to my blog if you want to be notified whenever I release things like this. So anyways, hope y'all have a great rest of your week.